Hello, little ones. Would you like to hear a story? I've got one for you. Of dungeons and douchebags. Long ago, the land of Ariane was governed by many majestic empires. The humans of the plains, the elves of the forest, the Oreads of the mountains, the Merrow of the oceans, and the kobolds and Okiti taking what was left. But, as is so common amongst all with darkness in their hearts, those who had power would not be satisfied until they had more. War broke out, alliances being made and broken in a second, as the once civilized races slew each other in droves in vain attempts to get one more seat of power. The kobolds, on the brink of annihilation, sought out a new draconic god who would protect them. Instead, they found Jogotha. A powerful and terrible dragon, Jogotha cared not for the suffering of those around him. Taking advantage of the warring continent, Jogotha razed Ariane to the ground, seeking to carve a mighty empire in his name. A last desperate alliance stood firm against Jogotha, and after a terrible battle, the dragon was finally slain. With Ariane torn apart, and no one in any shape to continue the war, an armistice was reached, and the Great War ended. Now, many years later, Ariane has started to rebuild, and the age of clockwork has begun. And our unlikely heroes, gathered first to celebrate a harvest festival, may soon find themselves at the center of another war. Trevlon, the halfling bard.
I don't need sleep. All I need is a good case to follow.
Corellian, the kobold paladin.
I will not make the same mistakes again.
Malifane, the half-elf rogue.
I will find them. I will save them. Actions speak louder than words, boy.
Thavagat, the Goliath barbarian.
I am man of simple tastes. Friends. Drink. Cute little bunnies.
And Momo, the Arakakra cleric.
If we have to fight, we will fight together.
From humble beginnings, these brave adventurers may soon find themselves the key to saving the fallen empires. Last time on Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires. Our heroes continued their journey to Myrdeal, running into some old friends on the way, elven mercenaries from the Shis and Thay. The elves were on their way to Demdor, finally taking the time to investigate why the creatures from Demdor were found in the Sacred Grove, which prompted Trevlon to quickly say that it probably wasn't the Oread, but instead the Scarlet Snakes. Despite Ravenala being very sure the Scarlet Snakes were wiped out, Trevlon insisted, and she didn't see any reason for him to lie, so she begrudgingly took that advice. After the two groups split off, some of the party was struck with visions. Malifane saw a tall humanoid figure dripping with water with tentacles for a beard, but had no idea who or what that could be. While Momo fell asleep on watch, and in his dream found a shadowy figure talking to a giant insectoid spider centaur thing that had Arias, Momo's master, in her clutches. In this dream he was detected, and the spider creature picked up Arias and bit off one of his fingers. As Momo woke in panic, our heroes tried to make sense of the vision, eventually determining that the creature that held Arias was Zunkira, the hive queen of the swarm. A horde of nightmarish insect-like creatures slowly but surely appearing all across Ariane. In the next shift for watch, Corellian sat with the priestess Snalgu, who told Corellian that continuing to lie to the party about Corellian's origins would not go well. As they continued the journey, they ran into another old friend, Prince Zordan, who informed them that after much debate with the council that apparently involved punching people, it was determined that our heroes were not responsible for whatever happened to the Heart of Stone, and Trevlon once again tried to suggest that the Minotaurs were behind it, after saying that the explosives around the Heart of Stone were of elven design. Shortly thereafter, as our heroes made their way across the prairie, a large winged shadow passed overhead, followed shortly thereafter by a bolt of lightning. The dragon had arrived and had attacked our heroes in a quick flyby attack, destroying the horses, knocking Trevlon unconscious with one blow, and ravaging Thavagat. Reviving one of the horses and running for the hills, our party realized they would arrive in Myrdeal tomorrow. which finally prompted Corellian to tell the truth. He was not, in fact, from out of Ariane. He was from Myrdeal. Corellian had fled the city because they had fallen in love with and married a high elf, the daughter of Lord Ebranon of the High Elves. Her name was Hespera, and while their marriage was happy, the elves did not approve and the kobolds looked on him as a traitor. The two planned to elope, but Corellian could not bring themselves to confess the full truth, so the party decided to leave it be and settle down for the night. Unfortunately, some of the old city guards and newer city guards, all armed with guns, of Myrdeal, had found the party. Luring Corellian away from his watch and infiltrating the cave, they demanded our heroes surrender their weapons and come as captives, shooting a gun very close into the air to let them know they meant business. Thavagath attempted to be very sassy and sleep right through it, but ended up shot in the head and dying for his trouble. Thankfully, Momo managed to get to him in time and revive him with 1 hit point, though Thavagath would probably still have the scars, mental and physical, to remember the occasion. Dragged into the city of Myrdeal, with Zutzag missing and Snelgu dragged away from the rest of the party, our heroes were thrown in jail, and Corellian, having no choice, told the rest of their story. Hespera and Corellian were attacked by arrows carrying some sort of disease, necrotic, so it couldn't easily heal. Corellian was sure the arrows were meant for them, but Hespera took the blow instead, and was mortally wounded. Her dying command was for Corellian to run, and so they did, getting on the first ship they could and sailing far away. Coming close to death's door and in delirium, Corellian made a vow to revive Hespera, the one good thing in his life, and his commitment to that promise gave him the strength of a paladin. Spending the next year on the ocean, he finally set foot back on Ariane in Port Mirandu, ready to do whatever it took to revive his love. He didn't know the extent of how much the kobolds hated him for what he had done, or he would have never agreed to his job. The party then had a very emotionally charged conversation with Corellian, Trevlon in particular being very angry that such information was kept from them, that Corellian couldn't just tell the truth. And eventually Trevlon tried to get Corellian to admit that they weren't a coward. But before he could, the mad King Zakti and his twin magician companions arrived to interrogate the party is one word for it. Paranoid and neurotic, King Zakti insisted that the party were spies, thieves, or assassins, including Malifang, who he seemed convinced was Esgal, based on the graffiti that Ez was here. And any attempts to convince him otherwise were met with mockery, disdain, and threats of torture from Naza and Raza, the twins accompanying him. However, he saw Thavagath and recognized that the Goliath was a gladiator, and decided instead to send them through the kobold ceremony of Trapfest, which, despite it not being torture and immediate death, did not seem all that good of an alternative. How will our heroes survive Trapfest with no gear available to them? Will they still be able to find and defeat the dragon afterwards? And holy shit, this is almost 6 minutes! Find out how much longer these last time-ons can get on tonight's episode of Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires.
Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires. Do you like traps? Do you like fests? Then this is the session for you. I am your Dungeon Master Alex, and with me as always is my trusty crew. We've got Jojo.
Hi, welcome to Trapfest. I actually have a... Wrong Trapfest.
We've got Scott.
My microphone is dying, and in a few minutes, we probably will be too. This is Trapfest.
Well, this is Trapfest. We've got Phil.
It's a good thing I like traps. Oh.
We've got Atlas.
Oh boy, can't wait for those traps.
And we've got Walrus.
Trapfest in this economy? Am I right, fellas?
Am I right?
No more laughter. Okay.
He said no more laughter, goddammit!
It's done. No more. That was great.
All right. So, when we left our adventuring party, they were thrown in jail and kind of forcibly drafted to be in Trapfest. it's been a couple hours since then. You've had some time to dress your wounds so that Thavagat's not going into Trapfest with 1 hit point.
Thank you.
Good, good.
So, how much can I tell them about what Trapfest entails?
You know, I'm going to go ahead and share this info because having lived in Myrdeal, you would know what this is. For the kobolds, it's both like a party, and it's also a form of worship for the god Kortelmak, because cleverness and cunning are virtues to him. Basically, Trapfest is a symbol of the power that the kobolds have in Myrdeal, and it's judged by the crowd based on the complexity of the puzzles and the spectacle of adventurers like you who die to those puzzles. However, Trapfest is not just a test to see how dumb adventurers are, it is a test of the trap maker's skill. Each puzzle has to contain a legitimate solution, because an unfair trap isn't nearly as thrilling to the crowd. Successful trap makers are given pretty prominent status in kobold society. Unsuccessful trap makers don't fare as well.
I see.
Well, yeah, so basically, prognosis isn't too good.
So basically we have to run a sort of scary, horrifying gauntlet and not die?
Well, maybe less run and more walk very cautiously, preferably with a 10-foot pole before making any sudden movements. Folk get quite competitive. If you apply competitiveness to, deadly things that are likely to kill you.
And for the sake of some...
It's much more fun to watch, alright?
Well, for the sake of some publicity stunt, if anything.
Publicity? Doesn't really mean... I'd say publicity is... It's more of a... It's hard to explain. You wouldn't get it.
What are the chances of us living?
And with some big shrugs, the doors open, and 15 kobolds enter the jail, open the door, and they're like pointing spears at you, gesturing you to follow them.
Thavagat just complies.
Cool.
I guess.
I also.
Before I forget, has our time in jail counted as a long rest?
I would say that for the sake of you having all your spells back, yes.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so our exhaustion is... Yes?
Exhaustion is back to normal.
Yay!
Cool.
A regular level of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. Great. Anyway, you're all, like, temporarily restrained so you don't go, like, running off, and you're escorted somewhat roughly through the streets of Myrdeal into a cave carved in the side of the mountain. You take a walk down this dark, sloping hallway, and you stop in front of a lowered portcullis. And you can see through into the other side. There is a cavern of some kind and a yammering chorus of yips and growls. Another kobold, clad in black leather armor, is standing by the portcullis, twirling a small leather whip. The kobold looks up at you and nods. Welcome to Trapfest. I can assume, he says, looking at Corellian, that you know what's gonna happen here?
We've received the down low.
Yeah.
Any warning you could give us?
The kobold shrugs. Well, I mean, there are gonna be a lot of puzzles in here, but they are solvable. Just so you monkeys, and I guess you too, Corellian, don't go in thinking that everything is despair, like, from the start.
Okay.
Right. Is there going to be a crowd watching us?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I told you, it's really fun to watch.
All right. Okay.
Do you have any oil? I've got a crowd watching me. I need to oil my beautiful body.
You can just spit shine yourself or something. I don't know.
Dude, that's gross.
All right. So, the kobold with the whip just stares at Thavagath, raises an eyebrow, shrugs, gestures to the portcullis.
Gestures to the what, sorry?
The portcullis.
As in the entrance. Oh boy.
Everyone judging me in chat, shut up. This is what gladiators do.
Life, alright?
Yeah, this is what gladiators do. You go into arenas to solve puzzles and mind games?
Oh no, I meant get oiled up before going in front of
Yes, of course. Can't go out without having glistening pecs, naturally.
Exactly. Someone gets it.
Read the book.
Well, Momo kind of like tries to make himself less terrified and raises his arms and like he's flexing, but he's not. He's just raising his arms.
Check out these guns. There's absolutely nothing.
It's just
Empty barrels of fear.
Is the kobold still here?
Yes, he is still here. He is waiting for you to go.
Right. Before we leave, Trevlon sort of coughs and says, "Before we go in, is there going to be anything that's going to terrify us out of our wits?"
He looks up, shrugs, again points at the portcullis.
All right, fine. I guess we'll figure it out while we're out there.
And fast.
All right. So as you approach, the portcullis slowly rises up with a clank, 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 and you step into this large, well-lit cavern. Now, before we go into the actual map, I'm going to tell the chat, this part is adapted from a module on DN's Guild called Kurtlemock's Revenge. The maps are directly from that module, and will not be sharing the same style that most of the other maps use. So just be prepared for that, and stop making jokes, guys. Alright. Come on, drag you over there. There we go.
Hey, it's Light Horse. Welcome back, Light Horse.
Yeah, Light Horse is up top. Alright. So,
Well, what? Sorry, what did you say this was from again?
Kurtlemock's Revenge.
It's from... Sorry, continue.
Yes, thank you. Okay, as you step inside, halfway down the main chamber, and 20 feet off the ground, you can see there are several, spectator galleries and, viewing boxes and stuff carved into the walls. There are several eager kobold faces peering out over the cavern, and drums slowly begin to rumble with a soft beat like boom, boom, boom. And the crowd's getting really, really excited. And in the main gallery, there is this rotund kobold in very fancy lavender robes. He's not King Zokti. This one is, this kobold is blue-scaled. Who looks up, stands up, straightens his robes, signals for silence. The drums stop, the cheering stops. "Gladiators," he says. "Prisoners." "Corellian," he says in a high and scratchy voice. "I, Off-Neats the Quick Thumb, Master of Ceremonies, welcome you to Trapfest. We make...
Sorry to interrupt. Can we get a name spelling of that?
Fine, jeez! Yeah. Can I continue?
Scott says yes.
We make 3 big puzzles for you, with plenty of traps. You solve, you maybe die. It's gonna be big fun. May Kurtlemock bless your fingertips. Ready? And the crowd screeches in approval, and the drums start pounding. Trapfest has begun.
Oh. Well. Ooh.
Yummy.
I like this music.
Ooh.
Very jazzy.
Cool. Alright, so this is the cavern you're starting in. Ahead of you, there is a platform rising up out of the cavern floor. On it stands a large, 4-armed ape who does not look pleased with its present situation. It stares at you, but it's not moving. To the west, you see a wall of stone bars, and there is an inset stone door in them. And at the north end of the cavern, you can see your exit, helpfully illuminated by Light Horse, a closed portcullis.
Would Malifane happen to know what this creature is?
Make a nature check.
Nature. Oh boy. Alright, let's give this a shot.
All right. You've heard the name of this creature. You don't know that much else about it. This is a Giralon.
Okay then.
Great.
Interesting creation.
Wonderful. Is there anything behind the stone bars? Or is that too far away?
Well, you can't quite see that far. If you go closer, you can take a look.
Well,
Is there anything... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, has it spotted us yet?
The Giralon? Yeah, it's looking right at you.
Does it look angry?
Like I said, it looks very displeased, but it's not moving towards you.
Okay, that's good.
So it's not acting aggressive, but it's...
Seems more defensive than anything else.
Is there anything particular about the platform it's on?
Does not appear to be. I should say, though, there are two other things you notice about the area around you. First of all, there appears to be, like, a big old bar covered in spikes directly to your right over here. And I'm just gonna doodle this in real quick. Right around here is some sort of tube with a pyramid of round stones around it, like a pyramid of 13 round stones that look like they fit into said tube.
A pyramid of stones that look like they fit in.
And is the tube pointing in that direction to the northeast?
Doesn't particularly matter which way the tube's pointing. It's very small and most of it looks like it's in the wall.
Firstly, sorry. Secondly,
one more thing I need to point out, by the way, about this chamber. In plain view, there is the series of chains hanging from the ceiling, each one ending in a metal ring, like, directly overhead. Like, starting from about behind where Malaphane's standing and ending over by where the Giralon is a, like, ring of metal chains hanging from the ceiling, spaced out, straight line above the cavern, 15 feet above the ground.
15 feet above the ground.
Is there anything attached to the chains?
Like, small metal rings on the chains, but that is about it.
Okay.
What do you do?
Let's see.
Well, firstly, Trevlon's gonna just take a sort of scope in of his current surroundings and see if there's any visible tripwires or pressure plates.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Perception, baby! Woo!
Cool.
I think I'm gonna take a look on that as well, actually.
Can I also do that?
Yeah, go ahead. Trevlon, you take a look around. There appears to be a small ladder carved into the cavern wall located over by the entrance gate, which leads up towards the chains hanging from the ceiling. Malaphane, you peer around. You catch, like, there's some sort of inset cavern around the corner around here where there's a bunch of rubble and, like, difficult terrain, but there is something back there. You're very sure. You just can't quite see it from there.
Can you
Momo?
ping that again? I'm sorry.
Okay, there is some sort of inset cavern around the corner from you. Right here.
Okay.
And Momo, you take a look around. You are very sure that the exit is directly across the way in the northern portcullis.
Yay. My favorite word.
Portcullis is a good word. Pretty fun word, not gonna lie.
And an exit.
Right. So, I have a feeling that going directly for the entrance is a bad idea. We all agree with that?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Likely.
Right, so any other directions that you guys think that we might want to go first?
I just had a thought. There seems
Go
to... Can you confirm something for me, Alex?
Yes.
Is there the narrow spaces between the little spiked wall and the little boulder here, is that significant in any sense?
Can you ping it for me?
Like that and that?
The narrow spaces between the boulder and the spiked wall, looking around at it, you don't see anything of significance other than spiked wall, boulder.
So there's no mechanism of any sort?
With a 22 perception, you can kind of see, like, wires hanging from the ceiling attached to the slabs of spikes.
Oh, the hunch, but trying to go through any of these corridors with the spiked walls is not a good idea in the slightest.
Maybe we could trigger them so they attempt to trap whatever we put in front of them. I'm very bad at explaining things.
And as you discuss this, you feel the need to draw a card.
Oh no. I guess Momo's the first one. then,
Oh,
since they
me?
spoke.
Yeah.
Wow!
Wow.
Tranquilizer dog. You shoot
We have
gorilla.
7 cards to draw today.
What we got? Oh no, Thanos coming!
Thanos!
Oh no!
How many of those have we drawn now? 4?
5.
Oh my god.
And how many are there?
I never
7?
saw this anymore.
6.
There are
Oh,
6.
no.
If he
What
collects all
happens when he
7
gets all of
Chaos
them?
Emeralds, he'll become Super Saiyan.
It's all of them. All NPCs and
Yeah.
player characters have to roll a dice in order to survive.
Yep. When he gets
really?
all of them, he can summon the dragon Shenron and make a wish.
Why?
My lord. Okay,
Hmm.
Well, since nobody else is doing anything, I
Yeah.
want to carefully go inspect the pyramid of stones and the tube. You said it's inset into the wall, correct? Or it
that-
terminates in the wall.
That is correct. It's a pretty small metal tube sticking out of the cavern wall, going into like this thin carved slot, and there's a pyramid of 13 round stones next to said tube.
What do you say?
Well, see about as much here as you see over there. Does it look like the tube's on a pivot or anything, like a seesaw?
It does not. It looks pretty firmly set in place.
Does it look like the stones are on something, the pyramid?
They look very well stacked, but it looks like you can just pick them up freely.
I will pick up a stone.
Great! You
Awesome!
have a round stone.
Probably will look towards everyone else and just... Does anyone else have any ideas before I do this?
well, first of all,
doing?
are you just gonna try and disassemble the pyramid?
No, I was going to put the stone in the tube and get it over with, since nobody's doing anything else.
You know,
Inspect our surroundings.
I think we've inspected about as much as we can at the moment. I think it's better to try and do something than not. So, you know what? I'm all for it.
You're right. Let's do this.
Favagath is going
Spread
to
out a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say everyone's spread out, but I personally am going to stand right next to Corellian as he does the thing. Just because Corellian is squishy and I am big boy.
Gonna push
If
him out the
anything
way.
should happen when the rock goes in there, I will take the brunt. I will be
Yeah,
actively
not
searching
having
for
my
anything
armor
firing
on.
out.
Okay.
Right. Rock, tube, boom.
You put the rock into the tube and it rolls away with a and you hear the crowd of kobolds go ooh as it does. And shortly thereafter, there's a chunk and a thin carved slot next to the tube drops out a piece of fruit.
I see.
Oh.
Put another rock in there.
I don't think we should push our luck. However, that's
Are you thinking what I'm
Wait,
thinking?
wait, before I take the fruit, I kind of side-eye over towards the Giralon. Is it interested?
Yeah.
The Giralon darts its eyes towards the fruit, but then darts back up at you, looking very angry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say what we're probably all thinking. We would just want to throw the fruit behind the Gorillon and make a beeline for that little exit over there.
That's probably our best bet. At the same
Worried.
time, though,
Yeah, I was about to say, we don't know what's in front of the Gorillon after that.
what about the little pathway towards here? Towards
Firstly,
what about over
on the
there?
one hand, I personally think it's very enticing. On the second, I also think it might just be there to fuck with us. You know?
I'm
Just
so
be...
concerned about those spiked walls, though. The moment that we get near them, I just have the strangest feeling it's going to trigger something.
Well, if anything, you're the lightest on your feet out of all of us, so you're the best equipped to go scouting out anything.
Perhaps I could try and sneak past it in the meantime.
To clarify, sneak past it to where? Sneak past what to where? Just so that we're all on the same page.
Maybe I can just try and inspect the wall a little bit more. See what
The
exactly
right-
makes it tick.
To the left or the right?
The one that
to the
is towards the north, past the Giralon.
Oh, that's awfully close for comfort. Maybe you should take the fruit with you. Distraction.
Just in case.
Alright then.
Okay. Malifane, you take the fruit and go off on your journey.
I want to go with them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna veto that little buddy.
Yeah, I'm not...
Why?
Okay, first of all, you're bright and shiny, and that thing will see you if you try and sneak. I
It
don't
already
mean...
sees us all.
It's a pretty
Okay,
well-lit cavern.
Otherwise you'd all be blind right now.
What I mean to say is, you're very inconspicuous, and if it's gonna go for a target, it might go for you.
Yeah, well, the ceiling of the cavern is too low for you to fly anyway, so...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Also,
I
his
know
wings
you
are
mean-
bound, so no flying throughout Trapfest.
Kind of like my wings in front of me, like obviously I can't really fly.
I know you mean well, but this might not be the best role for you.
Well, I just don't want to sit here being useless.
Let the rogue sneak.
Fine. And I just kind of like sit there and pout like a little bitch.
Alright.
Luck. I'm going to pray that this works.
Okay. You move very, very silently.
I don't like that,
I had to double check the Garelon's perception.
I see. Carefully.
Also, you snuck past that first spiked wall with no issues.
Oh. Well, okay then. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Wow, good on me.
Yeah, I was like, Malifane.
Fear.
That's Scott's issue.
Okay.
So Malifane is going to go over and check. Just check this little corridor here, just see if there's anything that makes it tick.
I see what you mean by corridor now. That's just a quirk of the art style. It's pressed fresh against the wall. To check, make a perception check, though.
Perception check, you got it.
Okay. You make a careful inspection. It looks like a 10-foot wide wooden frame studded with several sharp metal spikes and connected with wires so that some kind of trigger gets it to yank forward and slam into the other wall.
And I'm sorry, where did you say it was coming from?
The wires are attached to the ceiling.
The ceiling.
Could we potentially throw the fruit in there and draw the gorilla into there and crush it?
This is Chris.
I mean, it's a grim trap, but it'll get rid of the trap. Also,
but while also placing the thing right in between us and the exits, because we don't know if it would die.
And it could be strong enough to hold the spiked wall back.
Well, here's the thing. It could be blocking us from the exit, but it does then give us a little bit more wiggle room into the air. Wait, just because in the out there's a corridor, well, a big, and that thing, is that a wall or just like? Sorry, I'm bad at explaining. This over here, is that a wall or just?
The thing to the west of the Giralon?
Yeah.
Okay, that's basically a fence, a line of thick stone bars splitting the room, extending all the way to the ceiling, with a stone door in the middle of them.
Okay. I was wondering what those were.
Mal looks to the piece of fruit and looks over to...
What?
Phil's internet is shitting itself.
Need that. Mal looks to the fruit and then looks to the rest of the party adjacent to him, almost expectantly waiting for orders.
What do you all
I
think?
would talk about pressure.
Yeah, okay.
Try and roll the fruit. Oh, what's that thing called again?
Giralon.
Giralon. Okay.
It's a Giralon.
I mean, we could try and put another stone in the tube and see what happens.
We could try rolling stone over the... I mean, we could just take a stone with us and try and roll it over the path of the thing.
Question, because I might have missed this, but the Giralon, is it like in a cage, or is it restrained somehow on top of the platform, or is it just sort of on the platform?
It is just kind of on there.
Huh. Okay.
Maybe try rolling the fruit toward the Giralon or something?
I just had a thought. This is, I can't really say anything from over there. Oh! Mal looks to Trevlon and, points a little bit toward his head and points back to him.
Trevlon shakes his head and pulls out his pockets, revealing just nothing, and sort of signals to them, and then does an X.
I don't even know what you were doing there.
You cannot cast message without a material component.
Frick! Alright, then, you know what? Malifane moves his hands like a scale, and almost tilting it in one direction, and points toward the spiked wall.
Oh! He's got a point. Maybe it's weight that...
Wait. Well, yeah, that's...
Actually, that might not be true, because Malifane was able to get past it without...
Points toward the Giralon.
the one hand, I don't want to sacrifice the Giralon, and on the other hand, I don't want to die myself.
I can't help but feel like we're overthinking this. Well,
The kobold crowd looks very bored.
Yeah, I'm tempted to put another stone into the pipe and see what happens. Are there any objections?
No, just
Go ahead. Let's do it.
Great.
There's not much I can do to communicate when all the way over here, unless I want to go, hey, watch out!
All right.
Put the second rock in the tube.
You put the second rock in the tube. The kobolds continue to look very, very excited. Another fruit comes out.
Maybe put the third one in.
You know, they say third time's the charm, but I can't help but fuck it.
Oh dear.
All right. You put a third rock of the 13 that are there in the tube. A third fruit comes out.
Okay, this is just a fruit dispenser. This is what this is.
13.
Are these rocks coins?
I mean, to fruit they might be.
A stand-in, one might say. This economy, am I right?
Does anyone have any objections to me picking up one of the pieces of fruit and just gently chucking it in the general direction and vicinity of the Giralon?
I mean, it's...
Please.
Just to see if at the very least it wants the fruit.
Pretty sure it does want the fruit, but it is on a platform.
So if I were to chuck it over here, for example, would anyone have any objections to this?
Nope.
Yeetus Begitus, I pick up one of the fruits and chuck it exactly there.
Great. Make an athletics check.
You got it, father. No, wait, no, that's acrobatics. There we go.
Great. You pick up a fruit
Did
and with
I
all
make
your
it?
you hurl it across the arena. The Giralon sees the fruit coming, grabs it out of the air, and starts munching on it. Thavagat, make an animal handling check.
Woo!
Okay. Great. You look at the Giralon and you kind of get a sense from your many, many animals that you have worked with that it's tense and watchful but not angry. You get the feeling that it's trained to respond to certain cues and ignore others, but if fruit is just nearby, it will eat it.
Okay.
Alex, how far apart are the bars? Over here to
The bars, there is a 6-inch gap between all of those bars.
Would someone be able to throw a fruit in between one of those bars, or would it just get stuck or not even pass?
We don't even know what's behind the bars.
You don't know what's behind the bars. You haven't moved over that way yet. You've just been standing here paralyzed in fear of Trapfest.
Okay, I'm gonna take initiative, and can I have a fruit, please?
Yeah, there you go.
I take a fruit, and I toss one into the bars.
Tunk! It lands against the bars and just kind of splats there. The Giralon looks over at it. Looks down at you.
Nope. Nope.
Looks back
No
at the rest
thanks.
of the party
No.
as you pass
No.
by the chamber that's inset into the wall.
Did you see anything beyond the bars, Momo?
No, I didn't want to get killed.
Great.
Beyond the bars, it looks like an extension of the cavern.
Okay. Thavagoth is just going to ask Corellian to just keep plonking in stones into the thing and get more fruit. Is going to take the 2 remaining fruit. I believe there's 2. We got
one. There's one.
You got one remaining
one
fruit.
remaining fruit. And while you throw in more rocks to your discretion, Thav is going to stand here, keeping a watchful eye on the Giralon, and just as preparation is going to prepare an action that if the Giralon starts making any moves towards him, he will throw the fruit towards at the Giralon.
Okay.
What? Sav, quick question. Can you see into that cavern behind you?
That's what I was doing, actually. I wanted to
Great.
look in this cabin, pretty please.
All right. You look over that way. It's a small chamber open to the rest of the larger cavern. And in it, there are 2 5-foot-tall reflective pieces of bronze in there. There's a small mallet and a lever on the wall.
Huh. I relay that to the rest of the team. So when you say reflective pieces of bronze, is it like perfectly sheen and smooth, or does it look like it has some bumps and dents in it?
Looks like it's been like specifically polished to reflect the best possible reflection it can.
Okay. So sorry, 2 reflective pieces of bronze, a mallet, and a what? Sorry.
And a lever in the wall.
And a lever in the wall. Okay. The 2 reflective pieces of bronze, are they affixed there, or can they be picked up?
Oh, you can pick them up.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna just go ahead, pick those 2 up, and plonk them right here against the wall.
Okay, and as you do so, the Giralon catches its reflection. Anger flashes in its eyes, and it roars a challenge.
Oh no.
Shit. Alright, fantastic, cool. This is precisely what I wanted, thank you. Oh, daddy.
That's a big one.
He's a big boy.
I don't know what I could. Can I? The mallet.
Chevlon.
It's not your turn.
Frick. Oh man.
Yeah.
The Gorilon goes first.
Okay. The Giralon is going to. That's how far it can move, okay? Charge down towards the pieces of bronze and start beating the shit out of one of them.
Huh.
You're not supposed to be able to see that health bar. What the fuck?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, we don't see a health bar. I think only you do.
Yeah, only me, because I'm, for whatever reason, viewers can see that health bar. Thanks, Obama.
Oof. Thanks, guy. Alright.
Alright. Thavagath. Okay, wait, as long as it's not like an actual action, can Thavagath do something right now? Like, just raise his hands and point away from the fucking Gorilon and say move?
Yeah, sure, that's quick enough that it's free action.
Alright, yeah, he's gonna be loud enough that he just points literally, let's say here, over in that direction, in view of Corellian, Trevlon, and Momo, telling them to skedoodle-a-daddle the fuck out of that general vicinity. Assuming that they don't try it already, since it's now everyone's turn.
Wait, real quick. Is the lever in the wall, or is it just a lever?
The lever is in the wall.
Damn it.
Yeah. If it helps, I'm going to be using my turn to go in there and pull the lever and grab the mallet. Sorry, Sweaty, but...
No, you're valid. Okay.
Take your squishy ass away from the angry thing.
You're squishy, you squishy. I ran.
Alright,
So far away.
there goes Momo. Malifane, you're hearing angry gorilla noises from down below. Malifane?
Scott ran away.
He ran away.
Welcome back, Scott. You're hearing angry gorilla noises.
I told you I'd be dying as soon as my microphone died. So, for question number 1. Before everything happened after the Giralon left off the platform?
No, it appears that the Giralon was not connected to any, trap over by you.
Right. Okay. What did Momo do?
Run!
Momo ran. Cool. Finally, is the Giralon solely focused on that bronze?
Make a perception check.
Got it. I did not expect to make a perception check for that, but okay.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh shit, it's over by Corellian! He's gonna punch Corellian!
I guess I'm gonna go save
Alright.
40 feet.
That is
You know what? That's good. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40. and offer advantage to them. It's just like, hey, watch out!
Watch out, gorilla!
Just
Trevlon!
stand there.
Okay. Trevlon is going to look at Corellian and say, How much fruit did you get, by the way?
I didn't get the chance to get any more out of the tube.
Great. I guess we're fruitless. Haha. And Trevlon does finger guns and walks over here, and also notices Malafane looking horrified and goes, "Hey, what's up? It's hitting some brass."
Yeah,
It's
fine.
gonna go after Corellian.
It's fine,
It's
you
not.
say, and you feel the need to draw a card to prove how fine it is.
Tasty.
I'm afraid.
Fucking hell.
That made
Draw
my
card.
fear
Wait.
sneeze.
What is this?
The Lost!
What does this mean?
Oh!
Does this
Okay.
This is-
Okay,
What?
This
So-
is the first time than Momo has drawn this.
Oh wait.
so normally this is where you would get sent to Discord Murder Party, but we're far enough along that it doesn't really work, so I'm going to be changing the effects of the Lost and just teleporting you somewhere else.
Uh-oh.
Yeet!
Somewhere else?
Am I just on top of a boulder now?
Nope, you're past that. You're over towards the exit, and as you land there, you hear this faint click under your feet.
Oh.
Yeah, and the floor between you and the exit erupts in undulating wave after wave of spikes going shunk, 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 over and over. And then also, 3 large sighs are released from the ceiling going flump, 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 back and forth. And then gouts of flame shoot from the walls near the exit portcullis. Make a dexterity save, Trevlon.
This is excessive. Yes, I agree. Dexterity save. Thankfully, that's one of my... I can't give bardic inspiration to myself, right?
I don't think you can.
Alright.
What happened to that fucking horse?
Light horse.
The horse was a decoy!
The horse is a decoy. All right, that is enough to step back. That's enough to step back and only take a little of the flames damage. That is 3 fire damage, Trevlon.
Ow, me toesies.
I thought you were literally about to get vaporized.
Yeah, me too. Trevlon.
Just for the sake of my own... just for the sake of saving myself a small panic attack, that wasn't squishy by any chance, was it?
That was not squishy.
Okay, good.
That was Light Horse, the horse that provides light so that you can see.
What a good horse.
He's
What
a
a
good
dead
boy.
What a dead fucking horse.
Wait, is Light Horse... You know what? No, I'm not gonna make that joke.
Corellian.
Never mind.
See, there are a whole lot of things happening right now. What would the economy be of me getting another presumed fruit out of the dispenser? Would that be a whole action or bonus action?
That would be a whole action.
Fuck it, I'm going to stone into tube.
Great, you get your 4th fruit. And the crowd is
Excellent.
going wild.
I'm going to therefore move away. I'd say to a...
Okay.
Got a crowd of fruit and
Here.
You have
Great.
advantage on an action if you want to do it.
And I already used my action. From here, can I tell if the door looks locked or not? Like the inset door, does it look like it's
You
does it have,
look
like a
at
lock
the
or anything, bars?
You look at the door, it doesn't appear to have a visible lock of any kind.
Ooh. Okay.
You're thinking what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking exactly what you're thinking,
Yeah.
I think I am.
That
You
ends up
say what
being
you're
my-
thinking? Because I don't know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking that while the Girlon's distracted, Ab takes the second brass mirror, puts it in front of the door, has the Girlon bust down the fucking door for him.
That is
Is that what you were
precisely
thinking?
what I was thinking. Thank you very
Sick.
much. Sick. Fucking metal.
Great minds think alike.
Yes.
Alright, great. Thabagat, it is your turn.
I will hold off on switching the lever and grabbing the mallet for now, and grab the second bronze thingy, whilst the gorilla is focused on the other one.
Okay.
And hold on, there's a little thing. Oh, good. He's gonna go at it and run over here.
All right.
Well, he's gonna try and run over there.
Since that is where the Giralon is attacking, you do take an attack of opportunity. It wasn't focused on Corellian, so he could just fucking get out of there. All right.
Yeah, that's fair.
So now he's just enraged.
As you grab the reflective piece of bronze and try to move it away, it flashes before the Giralon, who turns, wheels around, and fucking decks you.
Well.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage and are pushed 5 feet, which would get you over to the door, basically.
Convenient.
Alright, there goes 10. Luckily, I'm a beefy boy, so that doesn't really matter too much, I guess. He places the bronze thingamajig in front of the door.
Great.
And, fuck it. Oh, wait, no. What he's gonna do, before anything else, is the reverse side of the bronze just as reflective as the front side?
Yes.
Shit, alright, Okay. Can I do something else, or is that my whole action right there?
That would be your whole action.
So if I were to say I wanted to just cover the... if I were to say that I wanted to cover the bronze with my loincloth, or not my...
No!
No,
please, no.
Underneath it, I've got like a Speedo like thing underneath. He's not just straight cocking it underneath. He just got this big skirt. He's just wearing a big fur skirt. Can he place that in front of the reflective surface for now, or would that be a whole other action?
That would be a whole other action.
Frick. All right.
Why?
He's not naked underneath it!
Firstly, I'm not naked underneath. Secondly, I'm trying to cover my ass because it's the Gorillon's turn next, and if he sees that the other reflective thing is over here, there's a chance he'll come barging through and beat the shit out of both me and Corellian, who are both in his range right now.
I will have to say I'm sorry, but you taking that off is uncovering your ass. Anyway.
Alright. So,
fuck you.
It is the Giralon's turn, having sufficiently beaten the shit out of the first piece of bronze, and then turning around and seeing the other reflection, it gets really angry and charges over there. As it nears you, Corellian, draw a card!
Oh boy. Killing these cards.
Oh, please, please.
Alright, this is...
The big sky.
The big sky! You hear of a screeching eagle as an eagle flies by in an eye patch and a cast and lands in front of you.
The poor baby.
Oh dear.
It opens its mouth and says, "We're sorry. The previous message failed to send. Please try again."
Is the Gorillon being patiently waiting while this goes down?
The gorilla
Terrifying,
just stops, looks at its wrist as if there's a watch on there, and is tapping its foot.
Oh, what a good man.
Corellian, looks between all the other party members. It's like, I don't have anyone to send a message to.
Send a message to the Gorillon.
No!
It's right there! If I wanted to talk to the Gorillon, I could just say something, and that's assuming that they understood common.
Okay, but here's the thing. The Gorillon is very obviously, for whatever reason, being very patient. He must have at least a modicum of respect for the bird. Maybe if the bird asks him something.
I feel like that's...
Alex, humor me. For the love of God, tell me that the cards are randomized.
Yes!
Okay, good, because I swear to God, if we get the Cyclone after this.
I shuffled them beforehand to prove that it's not always the big sky and Cyclone!
Okay. Can I just try this one more time?
Yep.
Viole, check. Okay, please.
Okay,
not those exact
received.
words.
Message received, says the eagle, kind of stumbling around and then eventually getting flight and flying back out. As the Gorillon...
that fucking thing.
Stay safe!
The Gorillon beats its chest, roars, and charges right past Corellian and Thabagath over to the door. And with a mighty fist, it goes, BAM! And knocks the stone door clear off of where it was. And 2 small bells drop to the ground from above where the stone door was, landing on the floor with a blink, blink. And the gorilla looks up, turns around, and roars a mighty roar, turning first to Corellian and going to punch him. That is a hit because Corellian is not wearing any armor anymore.
Wait, quick question. Just because the gorilla went past Corellian and is went past Corellian, does he take him like opportunity? Or
With
is
what?
he still within? I don't fucking know, his hands.
Like Cobalt Fist? No, I'm not going to punch Giralon as it runs past. No.
Anyway, the Giralon hits Corellian, just decking him across the everything with the giant gorilla fist. Corellian takes 10 damage and is knocked back 5 feet. And then it turns to Thavagath, beats its chest angrily, and that's also a hit, as it scoops up Thavagath in one hand and freaking throws him 15 feet away.
Bones.
Yeah, that is 5 bludgeoning damage, and I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Thavagath.
Dexterity saving.
Alright, you managed to land on your feet just fine. So, the door is busted open. The bells have been rung. The Giralon is pissed.
So wait.
Excellent.
Okay, okay, I know it's my turn. Okay, so, real quick. Reflections make it angry, but it doesn't attack people. Bells, from what I can tell, make it attack people.
That is
First,
correct.
it's attacky. Oh, sweet! Okay,
Fruit, I think, just distracts. It doesn't change its mode.
That is correct.
Okay, alright. I am going to come over here. Is that as far as I can go?
You have 25 feet of movement, so I believe so.
Take the fruit from Malafane.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. Reverse transaction. I'll take the fruit, and I will...
Malafane hands Momo the fruit.
Momo gladly snatches the fruit and throws it over toward the, gorilla. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Giralon.
Giralon, thank you.
Alright.
Slow.
Make an athletics check.
Ah, fuck me. Okay.
You would still have a better chance with this than I would.
God damn it.
It kind of lands between Corellian and Thavagath.
That's not terrible.
Thavagath makes that face that looks like that one Sully meme where it all goes red and goes,
Please show me this when you get the chance, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Will do, don't worry.
Great. Okay. Malafane.
Alright. That fruit.
Okay. You went over
Is that
and...
fair to say?
The fruit is not smushed. You can pick it up and offer it if you want.
Fuck it! Where did it land? Right here?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right in between them.
Okay. I'm going to walk over to the fruit. Try and get the Giralon's attention with it. Like, just shake it up in front of his face.
Whistle or something.
Okay. You make a lot of noise. The Giralon still looks very angry. What do you do now? Scott?
Scott, you.
He's paralyzed with fear. He's made a mistake.
Yep.
Oh no, he fled.
I throw my Malafane takes the microphone from the voice actor and throws it across the room.
Great.
Yeah.
There's a loud static noise as the kobolds cover their ears in pain.
Is the Giralon at least looking in Malafane's general direction?
No.
Frick.
From what Thavagath could tell, it's trained to respond to certain cues and ignore others, so the whistling does not get its attention.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to... Ooh. Wait, what size is the creature?
It's large.
I'm going to try and use the remainder of my action to disengage and go go through its legs and try to stop the bells from ringing.
They've already rung. They fell on the floor with a ding ding.
Can I put my hands on them to stop them, or...?
No, it's
It already made the
It
sound.
already happened.
Fuck. Okay.
You gonna ring him again, though?
Bitch, don't.
No!
We wouldn't advise it.
Wait, get the mallet. I have an idea.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Alright.
That was my next port of call.
20, 25, 30, 35.
There was also a lever in there if you want to give that a shot, see what that does.
45,
Oh
50,
yeah, that's also a good
55,
idea.
65. Alright, so I dash into...
Great. You dash into the small cavern where there is the lever and the mallet.
And I guess, since I can't really move anymore, I'll just use the remaining turn to pick up the leather and the mallet.
Great. You pick up the mallet and you pull the lever. There is a chunk. Corellian, you can kind of see into that chamber beyond the stone bars. It looks like there is a door that opens up there as I adjust what is covered up by the dynamic
lever.
lighting.
I thought you said leather. Okay.
No, lever.
That changes things.
With a V.
It doesn't. You've already pulled it. Sorry, sweaty.
Fuck.
Great.
Apparently, it's a good thing. So it's
All
all
right.
good.
So with a chunk, you open up a chamber in the next western section of the cavern, and with another chunk, a chamber over by Trevlon opens. And Trevlon, you hear the sound of like static electricity in the air and something going.
That's what I was worried about.
Huh.
Aw,
Neat.
man.
All right. Yeah. Chevlon, you see what looks like this giant flying jellyfish slowly float out of the chamber. And it's not just a flying jellyfish, it's got tusks on it, and there's electricity just kind of shooting from its tentacles. And it looks towards you, Trevlon, and is going to try and grab you with said tentacles.
I don't like it.
I want to go on record by saying, if I had heard the correct word, this would not have happened.
All right, Trevlon, you are grabbed by the giant flying jellyfish, as it hoists you into the air. Oh no. You take 15 bludgeoning damage, plus
Running.
No.
plus 12 lightning damage.
So that's 27.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me you're alive.
And it's holding you up by a tentacle. So your next turn, you gotta try and break free.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to cast Healing Word on myself at level 4 as a bonus action.
Okay.
Fuck that noise. Healing Word, level 4. Eat a penis. Great.
That is 13. That's 13 health total.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What would I roll to,
Acrobatics or
scan?
athletics?
Would I be rolling against this thing? In any way?
You'd be rolling against a static dice check.
Okay, a static dice check would... So... Acrobatics or... What was it again?
Athletics.
Oh, good. Trevlon's shit at both.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Excellent.
Do I know if this thing's particularly wise?
Make an Arcana check.
Would this count as my action?
No.
Fantastic. Weak. I mean, I pressed it, I think.
Okay.
No.
It's a jellyfish. You don't think they're wise?
Don't got brain.
I would like to try and use the spell Bestow Curse. It's one of the few fucking
You already
things
cast
that
a spell this turn.
That's a bonus action. And that it does.
Yeah.
That also counts as a spell, doesn't it? Fuck
It still counts as a spell.
Ooh, I'm bad. All right. Okay. Let me. Fuck it. I'll roll an acrobatics check. Wait, is cutting words a reaction or is it a bonus?
Cutting words is a reaction.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I'd like to roll acrobatics.
Great.
And whilst I'm doing that,
you slip out of the tentacles.
Oh, okay. Don't even need to.
He does a double flip while he's at it, just for funsies.
Trevlon looks at this thing and looks to Momo and sort of just yells, do you know how to fight a jellyfish?
What's a jellyfish?
Never
Poke
mind.
in the eyes.
It doesn't have them.
I can help if you need me to.
Do not cross that spike trap or I will scream.
I could have told you that.
All right. You still have movement, Trevlon.
Shit, okay. Would it be a free action to check if there's any other pressure plates directly in front of me?
There are
Or,
a
like,
million
directly
pressure
around.
plates directly in front of you. The one place you can safely run is back.
Trevlon runs back.
Great.
Make him scream like a little girl.
That is, I think, 5 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're stopping right there?
I don't want to go past this fucking spike trap is the ish.
Okay, well,
Just
let me be a nice DM for once. What would you rather risk? Spike trap or the jellyfish that does half your health in one attack?
Trevlon jumps through the spike trap.
Okay.
Yeah. He goes.
Here we go.
Trevlon would like to try and leap over.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Bad feelings. I feel like this is going to be the end of me. Because I have 1 athletics, baby. Oh, wait.
Still better than what I.
You do a very pathetic leap into the air as you run past the spiked wall. You're good. It didn't move.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
What?
oh, baby.
Corellian!
Wow, that was a journey and a half.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a second sheet of bronze in the room where Malphane is.
Not
First
anymore.
sheet of bronze. Not anymore.
Yeah, Thevagath took both of them out, and both are busted.
Oh, took both of them. Okay, so no more bronze. Just the mallet. Only thing we have left is I have a fruit, and there are bells.
Let's figure it.
Right. Would it be feasible to be able to, like, pick up the bells without ringing them if I, like, muffle the clappers in them or whatever?
Make a sleight of hand check.
That's what I'd have to do. Okay, fuck it, I suppose. I'm going to disengage and try to slip past Big Boy here and try and grab the bells without making noise, because
Alright.
that is what I have.
You duck under the flailing arms of the Giralon and scoop up the tiny bells from the floor. They have not made noise.
Excellent.
Thought so.
All right. You look through the chamber that you're in now. There are a couple of items of note here. First of all, let me double check where exactly this is, but there is another tube with stones in it.
I see.
Yeah. It would be... No, that's not the drawing tool. Right about here. There we go. Another tube and another pyramid of 13 stones. After that, directly to the right of that pyramid, there is an opened doorway into another small chamber. And then to the south, there is a ground level door that leads into what you think is another chamber with a large adamantine lock on it. And also, around the southwest corner, so right about here, there is a hatch on the ground.
Sorry, could you define hatch real quick?
It's like this metal sheet about 2 feet in diameter in the ground.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I guess I'll take the remaining 5 feet of my movement to go there. And that I suppose that's my turn.
Cool. All right. Thabagath, you feel the need to draw a card.
Fantastic.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Ooh. Ooh, what is...
Oh.
What is that?
What is
This
this?
one does.
Oh! The Queen Mother! So,
no.
everyone else has a choice. Either draw a card, or Thabagath does not trust you due to strange and chaotic magics.
Draw a card, draw a card, draw a card!
I'll draw a card.
I love hurting myself. Let's do this, baby.
Why would anyone in this group choose to not draw a card?
Ride or die. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
this?
Atlas, no!
The carnival!
No, that I didn't do anything.
All right.
That wasn't my
Yes, you did! I saw
what
what
it
card you have!
That
I
was
haven't
me.
put up my card yet.
No, Scott's done a bit of cheekiness and looked at your shit already.
Okay. So, first up is the carnival. Jojo, pick a number between 1 and 5.
Oh, I'm terrible at this. 4.
4. Great. The mute hag.
Oh.
That's concerning.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Never seen
scary.
this card before.
I think it came up once in Cannibal Conspiracy.
What does it do?
All right. The mute hag. You gain the ability to read emotions as long as you do not speak aloud. The instant you do, the ability is gone.
Oh, frick. Okay. Sweet, I think.
Sweet. You read the emotions of the Girolon, and it just seems pissed off that the sound of the bell has, Actually, no. It's not pissed off. It's trained to go aggressive when it hears the sound of a bell. So it's just doing what it's been trained to. That's the emotion you read from that.
Can I... Is there anything I could do to find out what calms it?
Make an animal handling or an insight check.
Can I do both?
No.
Damn. Okay.
Whichever one.
Insight! You know exactly what's going to calm this Girolon. It will stop attacking immediately if it hears the sound of a gong, or if you give it a fruit, it will just...
I knew it!
Or if you give it a fruit, it will stop what it's doing and just use its entire turn to angrily eat fruit. Great.
I know what to do.
And poof, there go your mute hag powers.
That's all I needed.
Great. All right, rest of you.
So I accidentally drew 2 cards. Can I, how do I remove the second one?
It'll disappear if you don't draw it.
I'm going to try and steal the card. Accept my stealing.
Let it go.
Great.
That said, I hate the card I drew.
What is it?
It's the desert.
Again?
The desert! Alright. Melvane, in the face of all this, terror, you reach for the apples and flour that you managed to smuggle. Bum, they're gone.
Atlas, Atlas, play your card last, because this makes it all the worse.
Okay, so that's Walrus next?
Alright, I got this fucking thing. What is it?
It's Howl's Moving Castle.
It's Howl's Moving Castle. It's also the Keep. An extra dimensional box of stuff appears in front of you that you can use as a temporary bag of holding.
How big is the box exactly?
like, it's big enough to carry in one hand, but it's a bag of holding stuff, so you can just shove anything in there.
Cool.
And the next time the keep gets drawn, it gets destroyed until you take all the stuff out of it. And then finally, Corellian.
Hey, also, please don't look at cards.
Sorry.
Sure, that's no fun.
Don't spoil.
I am upset.
What is this?
All right, and a strange sound echoes throughout the arena.
I'm consumed with unbearable rage.
Now this is the content I'm looking for.
This adds insult to injury because my apples are gone.
The apples are gone.
I am
You know, I
legitimate.
bet we made kind of went full circle.
It did.
No, because at the end of the day, it feels like I gained nothing from this.
I meant that it came full circle for us.
Yeah.
Credits.
Glad you guys are enjoying this.
Thabagath, your turn.
Yay. Okay. Huh. Yes. Excellent. In fact, wonderful. I do enjoy everything that's currently going on. Right. Did Momo inform the rest of the group that a gong calms down the thingy?
No.
Because that's what I assumed beforehand, but I'm fairly certain doing it would be meta.
All I did was whisper to myself, I know what to do! Like a fucking protagonist.
Sorry, had to go mute there. I was sneezing like a bitch. Right.
Cute.
Even though it seems meta, this was kind of what I was wanting to do anyway. So there's no real proof of me doing that. If I yell to Malifane, throw me the mallet, would he, or would that be a whole other thing entirely?
He would need to do it on his turn.
Shit. All right. Right. Okay. So what shape is the other bronze thingy in? The one that's here.
Terrible.
Terrible. Like, how terrible are we talking? Fucked beyond all comparison, or...
It bent over itself by the force of the Girolon's punch.
What about the other one?
Got absolutely
way
destroyed.
too yeah, and also too close to the Girolon to even try that shit. Alright. Give me just a second, because I expected it to just be dented as fuck. Can I cast Cure Wounds on the bronze? Alright. Alright, 1 second. That's my plan gone completely out the window, actually. Actually, nope, never mind. New plan. How thick is the bronze?
It's 5 feet high, and I would say a good 4 inches thick.
4 inches thick, son of a bitch. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait. What about the bars?
The bars?
What if you hit the bars with the mallet? Will it still ring out? Because they're made. Oh no, they're made of stone.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Wouldn't do shit. All right. Okay. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do anyway, just because I don't quite know what the fuck else to do. Since bronze is by nature a work hardening material, it's probably already super fucking hard to do anything with. But Thabagath is going to scootle his boodle all the way over here and attempt in any way, form, or size to salvage even a little bit of the bronze. Like, beat the shit out of it, whatever, but stand in it, bend it in any way that he can.
You run directly past the fruit over towards the bronze.
Wait, the fruit? I thought the fruit was like here.
No, the fruit was in. Yeah, it was right there.
You know what? I got it.
Wait. Was this discussed when my internet was fucking up again?
Here, ping it for me. Ping it for me. I'll draw it.
In that case, can I go back on that because I didn't even know that was a thing?
Yes.
Just because my internet decided, hey, we're not going to tell you about that. How much fruit is there?
That is 1 piece of fruit.
1 piece of fruit. Okay. Thabagath is going to grab the fruit and chuck it in to the area with where the big boy is.
Great.
Right where he is.
All right.
Do we need to roll anything for that, or can we just assume that I get it?
It's close enough that you can just kind of toss it, or even like hand it over if you want.
These dudes are making me more enraged.
Yeah,
all right.
I am really not in a good mood.
All right, so he'll. Okay, so Thabagath does that. Throws the fruit.
Thank you.
He's gonna move here.
Life is pain.
It's on a loop, Scott. All right. You throw the fruit and duck out of the way. The Girlon grabs the fruit and spends its entire turn eating it.
Oh, fantastic! I know what to do! Okay, so I am going... Can I move just a little bit and be able to cast something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move about right here to where it's within earshot. And I am going to cast Thaumaturgy to mimic the sound of a gong.
Okay. Please click on that. All right. You open your mouth and the loud boom rings out, and the Girlon instantly stops what it was doing and just looks pretty chill.
Okay. Okay. I kind of slumped down for a sec because yikes, my nerves. So I'm going. Okay. That's my turn. That's my turn. I can't. Or.
Great, Malphane. You can still move a little bit.
Oh, okay. I want to try and go and get some more fruit, but I'll only go that far, and I'll get some more in my next turn.
Cool. Malphane.
I'm sorry, I was lost in thought, so what happened?
The Girlon is no longer aggressive.
Okay, have we explored this area yet by any chance?
No.
Alright, Malphane is going to take the mallet and just, keep it for himself, because, really, there's nothing else to do at this point. Now we know that, we can do that. 5, 10, 25, 30... Oh, wait. 5,
you can only go through the door. The rest are bars that are 6 inches across.
Right. I won't provoke opportunity attack since he is passive now, right?
That is correct.
45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, so I'm gonna dash here.
Great.
And I guess I'll just wait until my next turn before I check through here, but yeah.
Cool. You dash over there, stop to catch your breath after surviving an angry Girlon. And Treadlon, you hear the sound of static electricity floating your way.
Wait a minute. Before that, I see that out of the corner of my eye. What is that?
You said you didn't want to investigate until the start of your next turn.
Chess rules.
You know what? I'm in a really...
Chess rules. You like go to
some slack after. Cut me some slack after the desert card. Please give me this.
Okay, make a perception check.
I appreciate that. Perception.
Okay.
12.
I'll take that.
You look in there and you see a very strange-looking creature, like some kind of beetle of some kind with large whisker-like antennae on the side of its face that is happily munching away on several scattered copper pieces.
Interesting.
All right.
I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay, that works. Thank you.
Trevlon, it is your turn.
Trevlon looks at the thing. Has Trevlon at this point been able to notice that the Gorillon hates bronze?
You were there when it started attacking the bronze, so yes.
Okay, so I've got a plan. So I have a thing called prestidigitation. It allows me to change the color of things for an hour.
Oh no.
Could I change that jellyfish's skin to a more bronzy note?
I would say more reflective.
Yeah, it's reflective that it goes angry at.
Can I make it shiny?
Sure, I think you can.
You genius bastard.
Excellent. 2 birds with 1
evil.
prestidigitation. Firstly, Trev looks to Thav and yells, "Do you have a fruit?"
I don't think so. I already gave it to him.
No fruit anymore.
No fruit anymore. Nope.
Fuck.
I'm getting more.
Well, Momo, when the time comes, toss it where I am, and, well, things will happen. And Trevlon, in the meantime, points to the jellyfish and, colors it, just makes it shiny with prestidigitation.
Make it
And after that, Trevlon sort of just kind of works it down that way.
Do it, my guy. Do it.
Yay. Trevlon runs out into the main chamber. Corellian!
I mean, I suppose I'm going to move over to the tube in the rocks.
Alright.
And put rock in tube.
You
That's
get
what I
another
do.
fruit, and another excited cheer from the kobold crowd. And you look further into the chamber with the creature eating copper coins in it. There looks to be a bag with a couple of silver coins leaking from it. Also in that room. Also in that room is a small gong.
Not something we'll really need at this point.
I mean, it's better to have it than never.
Alright. Also, as you take another look around Malifane, you also see that the southern door has a large adamantine lock.
Okay. Which means it needs a key.
Sorry, quick question. Adamantine. I meant to ask it last time you said it. What is that?
It is the world's hardest metal.
Strong.
Huh. Alright, cool. Thank you.
Cool. Alright. Thavagath,
Yeah?
your turn, buddy.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Right. I'm gonna... I can't think of anything else. Malifane, you've still got the mallet, right?
Yes.
Alright, cool. And that jellyfish, is it making its way over here, or is it static?
Yes. It is slowly
Okay.
making its way over here.
Like one of those movable shark balloons with a tail that moves slowly but surely.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move here, stand between, actively standing between Trevlon and the jellyfish.
Okay.
And while I'm here, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 1 for Trevlon for something.
You try your best. It's
I
the
try.
thought that counts.
You did all right.
So there you go,
You get
buddy.
that
A
little
whole
gold star
2
with
points.
Comic Sans font that says you tried.
But the main point that I'm putting here is that I'm standing between Trevlon and the jellyfish, and if the jellyfish gets too close, Thavagath will try his best to deter the jellyfish away from Trev.
Great.
So that's
Excellent.
like a hold action, I guess. Yeah, hold action. Gonna beat the shit out of the jellyfish if it gets too close to Trevlon. Yes.
Cool. The Giralon has no reason to move. Momo.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way over here, but I'm a little suspicious. Can I see if there's some sort of weight system involved with the rocks and the fruit?
Make a perception check.
Okay, because I'm getting a little iffy A perception check, you said?
Yes.
Okay. It's fine.
If you try and investigate and look down to see what's going on with the tube, you just know rock goes in tube, fruit comes out.
Okay, I'm gonna put 3 rocks in and try and get 3 fruit.
You can only do one at a time.
Great. Alright, then I'll put 1 rock in and get 1 fruit.
Great. You are now at 6 total fruits.
Sweet! I take all of them and
You take the
throw
1
them.
fruit.
I take 1 fruit and I try to lure big boy over here.
Make an animal handling check.
Fuck me, okay. Please.
No, fuck
You try your best, but you don't do enough to override the commands that the Girlon has been trained with.
Honestly.
Alright. Malifane.
Alright, so Maliphane's gonna get a little bit closer to the beetle. Does it seem hostile by any chance? Just
make a nature check.
Nature, totally my favorite thing. Okay.
You have heard terrifying tales of this creature. It can devour armor and flesh like nothing.
Malice just heard some shit as of late.
I don't know where Mal hears these things.
I don't know either.
Ez used to tell him in his sleep.
You know what? You're probably right. Alright. So, he's going to... I think Mal is just gonna take a haha nope approach with going directly confronting it. Is there anything else in that room? Like a key, perchance?
There is just the gong and the bag of silver pieces.
Oh, don't forget there's like a hatch around here.
Yeah, there is a hatch a little bit southwest of Corellian, where the box is drawn, yes.
In that case, Mal is going to try and sneak into the room to try and get the gong.
Okay.
Because doesn't want to get near that fucking thing.
Yeah, that's more than enough to sneak into the room. It's just happily munching on the copper.
Oh, hello. No.
You have entered the void!
Welcome to Discord Murder Party. No. Alright, I grab the gong and... Much again?
Say again?
What did you say regarding the hatch?
There is a hatch that's down there.
I'm going to carefully reach down and grab just a few silver pieces, just out of curiosity, and just... Oh, what the...
Welcome back to the void. Get down here.
Welcome back! No, I'm gonna just dash out of there before I make eye contact with it.
Alright.
So I'll just use the rest of my movement.
Cool. You've run out, several silver pieces in hand. Meanwhile, on the other side of the cavern. That's as far as the thing can move. Trevlon!
Trevlon grabs sort of squeezes Staragath on the arm and looks at him and says, that thing's shiny. I think a friend of ours, and Trevlon sort of gestures towards the Gorillan, might be interested. Let's move out the way, yeah?
Can Staragath move out of the way, or does he have to wait for his next turn to do so?
Wait for your next turn.
Alright.
You're not going to be in the way of the Gorillon anyway.
Yeah, Staragath will just nod.
Trevlon, in the meantime, moves... Well, oh god, I can only go 25. Let's just see how far that is. Woo! Oh, colds are good. So you move over here.
Cool.
Does Trevlon see this thing?
I'm going to be nice and say you can peek around the corner and see it and make a nature check.
Excellent. Nature. That's a thing.
You know exactly what this is because you've read all sorts of stories about very angry adventurers who have encountered it. This is a rust monster. It devours metal. It doesn't matter how hard the metal is, it will freaking eat it.
Does Trevlin know if this thing can be what this thing especially likes metal-wise?
You with a 21 in nature, you know that to a rust monster, silver is a lot more delicious than copper.
Ooh.
I just thought of something.
I also just thought of something.
You gonna yell that at us or something?
Yeah, Trevlin looks to Corellian and Mal and says, "It's pretty harmless. It likes silver."
That's not what I was told by it. So what do we do then?
It will eat anything that's metal, regardless of how hard it is, so... I mean, that's useful, right?
Barry.
Now looks toward the lock. Any metal.
Yep, Corellian will move into the room where the rusty boy is and try and scoop up like the bag of silver and sort of just like move back out and like fling some of the silver, trying to make like a trail between the room and the adamantine lock. If that makes sense, does that make
It does, yes. Make an animal handling check with advantage. Great, that is enough.
Oh, well, I was about to say if I could give Bardic Inspiration, but cool.
Alright. The rust monster looks up, sees the trail of silver, and turns around, doing the rust monster equivalent of licking its chops. It's going to move on initiative count 20 because it's otherwise not an active combatant.
good boy?
Fabagath.
Yes. The big beefy boy is going to just get the distance. Yeah. Is gonna run over here, and while he does, is going to just, assuming Momo doesn't have any issues with it, is just gonna pick him up and carry him with him.
That is going to cost double movement speed every square you move with Momo.
Oh, in that case, it's not worth it. No mind.
Oh, fuck you, Jimmy.
It really isn't worth it because then I'd only get here and then I'd be next to you anyway. You wouldn't move you wouldn't move at all. You can just move it next turn. I just wanted to get you away from the.
That's fair. Thank you, Di. I appreciate it.
Alright.
It's the thought that counts.
So, the rust monster skitters off clear across the room, yum 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 yum, following the trail of silver coins and scarfing them up. And then it looks at the adamantine lock, starts salivating, and just leaps onto it. And a couple of seconds later, the adamantine lock just breaks into pieces and opens up that chamber.
Oh.
Oh. It's a termite. That's what it is.
The Giralon.
It's a metal termite.
It's doing all right. Momo.
How's it hanging?
I'm gonna follow them.
Did we skip the Gorillon's turn, or does it
No,
just...
the Giralon. He said it's doing all right.
It's doing all right.
Oh, I didn't hear the Gorillon part. Cool.
He's a good boy.
Cool.
He's a good boy.
Momo ducks over by his friends. Malifane.
Realizing what it does, now it's going to just hide. It doesn't need to do that. He's also going to take a look at the hatch, just see.
Okay.
Is there anything of significance about it other than it's a hatch?
It's a hatch and it looks to be covering something.
Is it it's not a... Okay, how big is it?
It's around 2 feet in diameter.
2 feet in diameter. Can it be opened right now?
You try everything you can to open it and it looks pretty, held fast.
Interesting. can't really think of anything to do with that at the moment, so I think for the time being I'm just going to leave it be, and I'm just going to meet up with the rest of them.
Wait, quick question. Is the hatch made of metal? Isn't it?
Didn't you guys say it was a metal sheet?
It looks metal. You take a sniff, and it looks to have been sprayed with something. The rust monster isn't going near it.
Noted. Yeah, I'm going to join back up with the group then.
Okay. On the other side of the cavern. No. And the Kirillon sees a shiny, shiny jellyfish and looks very angry.
Oh yeah.
Did you just like phase through the bars, Mel?
No, I went like through him, through the Girlon. Past the Girlon.
Okay. But you
know, through the door. I dashed.
Yeah. Okay. Dashing is fine then.
Nailed it.
Great. Trevlon.
Trevlon, presumably it would be a really bad idea to try and sneak past the Gorillon right now.
Presumably, it's focused on the jellyfish, so you can certainly try.
You know what? Let me think. I think I could sneak past this thing.
Would you like some assistance?
I don't know how you could assist me in sneaking.
Hello, Rogue.
Master of Tactics.
I forgot that was a feature. Yeah, baby. Let me sneak. Right, so is that with advantage then?
Yes.
Yes.
Flawless. Woo!
Okay.
I'm gonna use cutting words on this Gorillon quietly, just to make sure it doesn't notice me.
I'm going to say cutting words cancels out stealth because you have to say something.
Well, I'll shut my mouth then.
Great! Okay, what do you do?
I gently sneak past this big guy's ass and try and squish past the door.
Do like a little somersault underneath of his legs.
You, duck past the giant Girlon and step through the door.
Whew. Okay. God's above, Trevor, and you look like shit.
Okay, long story. Got teleported into a scary room where the exit was. Lots of blades and flames and spikes. And there was a jellyfish that was bigger and scarier than me, and it gave me a hug. It wasn't a nice hug, it was a bad hug. And then I tried to run through the spike thing, and it didn't go off. But if you tell me to go back in that room, I would cry and then puke and then pass out. So let's just stay in this room, yeah?
Wait, you mean the traps didn't get set off?
The trap over there didn't. At the same time, the traps that are in the room did. As in, the spike wall didn't go off, the flames did. Let's not do that.
Oh, quick question, just for a bit of flavor text if nothing else. How did the crowd react to Trevlon suddenly being teleported into the most dangerous room?
They were laughing. They were laughing uproariously.
I'm glad.
Great. Corellian.
Cool. I'm gonna move over here, and did you mention the door swang open?
Yeah, the door is open, and the chamber is open too.
Is there anything fun in there that I can see?
You look in there. Hold on. There were double wooden doors that are now slightly ajar. You peer in there. There appears to be a lever inside.
I'm gonna use my dash and go inside, I suppose.
Cool.
And
all right. When you step inside, and pull the lever, hold on 1 second.
This will activate one of two things, I can imagine.
When you step inside and pull the lever, you hear a very loud, angry buzzing sound as several, mosquito bats fly in from the ceiling. And they look pretty pissed. And then as you pull the lever, you hear a chunk. And Trevlon, you can see the hatch opening up.
There we go.
Below it, there is a hole in the ground, 2 feet in diameter like the hatch, with a paper bullseye over it.
Bullseye.
And then there are 3 small pressure plates along this paper bullseye.
Oh.
I don't think I understand what this is.
3 pressure plates.
I think I know
3 of
exactly
those
what
creature
this is.
things.
You know what? I'm gonna let you guys figure that. Oh, do the mosquitoes have to go into the? Well, I'll
creatures.
Trevlon yells out to the party. The hatch opens. There is a bullseye with pressure plates. Like
Cool,
3.
we have something to use with the rocks.
Great.
All right. Great. So, Fabagath, it's your turn.
Sorry, suddenly I got a really important email all of a sudden. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna try my best to sneaky on by the gorilla and get around about here.
How good are you at sneaking?
I mean, he's not focused on me, he's focused on the big the thingy over there.
Yeah, we don't want to risk
And I
that.
did give him fruit, so maybe... So I'm gonna... What do I do to sneaky sneak stealth?
Stealth.
Stealth, a bit of stealth it is, alrighty.
I'm afraid of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You step past the Garrelon.
Yay!
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
You big smelly's making me anxiety filled. There's not really anything else I can or really should do at this point, so I'll just end my turn there.
Cool. The Garrelon, seeing its reflection in the jellyfish, charges over there. For the sake of making this go faster, I'm not even gonna roll. I'm just going to let you know these two are gonna be beating the absolute bastard shit out of each other.
Excellent.
And the crowd presumably goes fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Ape shit.
Hey! Take 4 pun damage.
Okay.
Worth it!
Absolutely worth it.
Cool. Momo, your turn.
I'm gonna slither on through. Hello. And, well, there's nothing I really can do at this point.
Trevlon sort of gestures to the hatch and says, "You got an idea for that?"
Remind me again what was in there?
It's a paper bullseye
Yeah,
with a couple of small pressure plates. One thing I also need to say, the pressure plates have like little conical holes leading down to them so that you can't just slam down onto it and press them all. You'd have to reach into the holes.
Aha!
I get it. I think I understand.
I know exactly what to do. Okay.
What do you want to do with that then, buddy?
Can I see Corellian and the mosquito bats?
Yep.
Corellian, leap it.
You cut out like hell.
Heck, hold on, give me a hot sec. I'm back. I fled and came back with better ideas. Leave the bats out here.
Curly just has this like, what the fuck look on their face, but I mean, I'm leaving this room anyway, so...
Just trust me on this.
Cool. Malifane.
I'm assuming Mal can hear these words, yes?
Yes.
Right. Malifane has another idea. I mean, I'm going to trust Momo's word, but just in case, he's going to make a dash towards the dispenser. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Now, humor me. Are the cone shaped? You said they're cone shaped? Or
Yes.
cylindrical shaped?
They're cone shaped.
ignore that. Actually, no. No, never mind. Don't ignore
So
that.
they're cone-shaped as in... like, are they a long cone?
They're open at the top and then narrow down towards the bottom. That's cone-shaped.
Yeah, I figured, but is it, like, long?
You could try to reach in there yourself.
Okay. Alright. Good, this is what I wanted to hear.
Mal takes one of the stones and puts it into the dispenser.
Ding! Another fruit comes out!
Excellent. And Mal comes back over and and says, "Long shot, but what if we need to lure them down in there?"
That's the goal.
How would we do that, though?
That's...
Well, I figured we could try and catch them with our bare hands.
No. I don't want to touch that fucking thing. What are they like? Okay. Trevlon would like to roll nature to see what mosquito bats are particularly fond of.
Okay.
Take that with advantage because that's kind of why
Great.
Nature with advantage, baby. Yeah.
Alright. These are sturges. They like drinking blood.
Oh.
Does anybody have any excess blood they don't need?
No.
I'm full of it.
Like,
Who wants to bleed in the hole? Anybody want to bleed in the hole?
Thavagath will actually volunteer for this.
Okay. Great.
I feel like there might be a better way of doing this, though.
I feel like if we just force their noses in there or something.
I mean, I'm already bleeding, so I might as well just let it drip somewhere useful.
Shove their faces in
That's
there.
far better than what I was going to suggest. So, you know what? You're already bleeding? You already got blood. So let's just use it. Cool.
Cut the boy.
You don't have to cut the boy. No need to cut the boy. We're good.
Cut the man.
Great.
Don't cut the man.
What are you going to do on your turn, Trevlon?
I'm going to cast, well, I can see that Corellian's in a bit of a pickle, so Corellian, so firstly, Trevlon is going to, give a healing word, at level 1, because I figured that damage isn't too big.
Cool.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And the second thing is, he's going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Corellian as well. So, you get a D8, baby, yeah.
Double thank you.
Believe it's a D8.
Alright. So, so before these sturges attack, Malifane, you get the urge to draw a card.
Oh boy. Please be something good. Please be something good. Please be something good. What is this? I have never seen this card before.
We've never... Have we?
Oh, wait. I've seen the name. The Inquisitor?
The Inquisitor. I think this is another one that was in Cannibal Conspiracy when you were randomly drawing through cards and guaranteeing you would never draw them in gameplay. Malifane, the Inquisitor, is you must answer one question truthfully, and you will learn about the enemy or your target. I'm just going to say, instead of answering one question, give one random fact about Malifane.
Random fact about Malifane. I have one, actually.
Okay.
So, Malifane, the trinket that he is currently holding, the star-shaped, what was it? Like a star-shaped badge?
I believe
was
so.
an item. That was an item that he received when he was younger from a merchant, a traveling merchant. That's the merchant received from Damascus.
Great.
There you go.
Excellent.
It belonged to...
So, here is your fact about the Sturges. They are there to annoy you and distract you, and they will not trigger the pressure plates. They are, however,
duly noted.
Going to attack. From the void they fly. No, 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 no.
Oh man, how many are there?
No, no.
Too many.
No.
I don't like this.
Oh, we get 3 each? At least it's fair.
All right. I'm going to go down the line. Start rolling for Sturges. Trevlon. That's a hit.
Can I use cutting words? Roll a d8, see if I can fuck with this thing?
Sure.
Woo. Oh, shit. Dun 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 dun. Fuck.
Alright, that is not enough to stop it.
I figured.
It sticks its proboscis in you and starts draining blood. You take 6 piercing damage.
Ow.
Alright, then, Malifane. That's a hit. For 6 piercing damage.
I will use Uncanny Dodge.
Cool.
So 3. Okay.
Yeah. Momo. That is a hit.
God damn it.
F. 7 piercing damage.
How much?
7.
Oh, that's not bad.
Alright. Trevlon again. That is a miss. You duck under this one. Then Momo again. That's a hit.
God damn it.
This one's only a glancing blow though. 4 piercing damage. Then Babagath. Natural 1. Babagath just like yeets the Sturge across the room.
Whee! There it goes.
There it goes.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
The second one is also a natural 1.
He's already bleeding.
Perfect.
Oh my god!
Wait.
All I meant was the that are fine. They just hear.
Alright. Against the Rust Monster. It's a miss on the Rust Monster. It tries to bother the Rust Monster and it goes, stop it. Stop it. And then Corellian. That's 1 hit. 4 piercing damage. And that is another hit. For 7 piercing damage.
Hey, we're twinsies.
Hey! So, aside from that last Sturge, who's now away from the other 2, all these Sturges are firmly attached to their targets.
God damn it.
Fuck these things.
Corellian.
Cool. Awesome. First off, can I move with these things on me?
Oh yeah, they are tiny.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to move out of here.
Okay.
I'm gonna move to about here. The cones, the pressure plates at the bottom. Would one of the stones fit in and trigger the pressure plate?
You can certainly try if you want to run over there and get a stone, or you can move closer to inspect and get a good idea from there.
Yeah, I just moved closer. That's
Cool.
still within my movement.
You move over and double check, make a perception check. Cool. It looks like the rocks would stop just before reaching the pressure plate, but then you hear from the audience a familiar voice. Corellian, watch out! Piercers!
What?
I watch out for piercers.
Alright, you look up, and several stalagmite-like creatures start dropping down towards you. Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Eee!
Remember, you have a d8.
I also
Alright.
have a +4.
So, as it flies by you, the first of these creatures, sails by. It looks like it's made to mimic natural rock formations and has 1 eye, but it looks like a stalagmite. Falls towards you, step away from where it falls, and it lands with a chunk on one of the pressure plates, fitting in there perfectly.
Oh!
Anything happen?
You need to press 2 more.
So nothing happens with just 1. Okay.
Nothing happens with just 1. Alright. And Thabagath, it's now your turn.
Wait, so does it just fall down and plonk onto the thing and stay there?
Yeah, it's plunked down and it's stuck in there now.
Yeah, oh, what a loser. Alright.
Little shit.
Oof. Just because I was gone, are we currently fighting these little bug things around us, or nah?
You can if you want.
Are they fighting us?
Yes.
Yes.
They're trying to eat us.
They do 6
Yummy.
damage.
6? Alright.
Well,
in
for
that
having
case-
myself, that's not much of an issue.
Yeah. But in that case, Thava is going to fly into a rage. Since now we're actually fighting.
Fucking mosquitoes.
And then I'm going to use my cantrip Primal Savagery on this one right here.
Oh, that was on me.
That is a hit.
Smash. Explodes.
Yeah. You, claw the Sturge into tiny, tiny pieces. That thing is frickin' annihilated.
And
Oh my God,
if I am able, I would like to take this opportunity to also just fucking roar at the top of my fucking lungs with trying to intimidate the rest. Can I roll intimidation, or is that something else?
Sure, yeah. Make an intimidation check.
Yeah. Scare the shit out of these bugs.
With the intention of scaring the shit out of these bugs.
Okay. They look
What a
pretty
furry.
scared. Alright. You hear the sounds of bam, bam, bam in the next chamber. Momo.
I want to take the one right here. I want to rip it off me, and I want to use, because they can't take my things off of my body, so I'm just gonna rip it apart.
Make a strength check.
Oh, strength
Yeah.
check? Oh,
Great,
right.
that's a hit. Actually, no, the talons are fine. Roll damage with the talons.
Oh yeah, you have talents.
God damn it, what the fuck?
You know what? These things have absolutely pathetic hit points. That still kills them.
Wow.
Wait,
I just kind of tap it just a tiny bit with my foot, like, ew, God.
And you rip it off and stomp on it. It is dead.
I feel awful.
You know
Alright,
how I feel when I yell at someone to death.
you've still got movement left.
Oh, sweet.
And then,
I wanna...
make a dexterity saving throw with advantage as another piercer goes to fall. That is just barely not enough to dodge him.
He gets +4.
Plus
from
4!
me.
Then fuck it! You win!
Yay!
You're a winner!
Alright, another piercer falls, landing in a second hole with a chunk. There's just one more remaining.
Which one is it? Is it right here or right here?
Doesn't particularly matter.
Fair enough.
Malifane.
Malifane, having seen the two piercers, notices the pattern and walks over and braces for, braces.
Brace for impact. Dexterity save with advantage.
Dexterity save with advantage, you got it. And,
Oh yeah, you
Nice.
step out of the way really easily as a third piercer falls. Alright. And then, the piercers all slide into the holes. Chunk, chunk, chunk. And the clashing and whooshing of the traps near the exit fall silent. You hear the low, grating sound of the portcullis rising. And as the Sturges fly away, I'm going to go ahead and say, there are no active threats, and you fucking book it out of there!
Yes, I did it!
wait, out of character, are you saying that those spiked plates were a red herring?
You didn't trigger them.
They're not a red herring, but I think that there was a specific way to trigger them. I assume that they were lethal at some point.
Yeah.
Got it.
Alright. So you run through the portcullis, and it crashes down behind you. The kobold crowd politely applauds. Offneats, the master of ceremonies kobold, dusts himself off and stands up, scattering a number of pet lizards onto the pillows around him.
Oh.
Well done, short snouts! And Corellian! You beat the trap! And then he gestures over to the side as a small, purplish kobold nervously steps up onto a wooden platform next to Offneats and waves. This is Tico. He made the trap.
Thabagath would take this opportunity to clap.
All right.
I will also do the same, like mimicking Fab, because goddamn, he worked hard and he did good.
Yeah, Malifane
I'm
takes
swayed
the
by
bow.
his sheer charisma.
All right.
Train the Giralon.
Well, Tico says, actually, I didn't train the Giralon. That was... But before he can answer, the wooden platform launches up and catapults Tico high into the air, screaming, "Ah!" as he just goes flying out of sight. And the crowd goes wild. Offneats looks over him and goes, "Next!" And the kobolds shuffle out through a door in their galleries into the next room.
So wait, if we pass their trap, they die?
Well, in fairness, the trap is designed to kill us, so fuck them.
I disagree with that notion.
Well,
Momo,
if you want to die here, by all means.
You know, Momo, there's a chance he might have landed on a hill or something.
I did it!
So, is that a normal thing for using trap designers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was.
Yeah, I'm
just,
completely nonplussed.
yeah.
Oh,
question. Thabagath asks Corellian, and I guess then by extension you, Alex. If I can. Shit, I lost the wording.
Good job.
Oh yeah. Are these are the trap makers forced to do this, or are they doing this knowing full well that if they fuck up, then they'll die?
They're not forced to do this.
They're not. So they volunteer, knowing that if they fuck up, they'll die. All right, in that case, fuck them.
That's your ethical quandary has been solved.
Okay.
They knew the risks. They knew the risks.
I have a question for the DM.
Okay.
Out of the Gorillon and Jellyfish fight, who won?
Giralon.
Giralon. Jellyfish.
Ah, poor gorilla.
Aww, he was just doing his best.
He's trying his
Poor
best.
Giralon.
Did the gorillon die, or is it just?
Oh my god.
You don't know.
Ah, all right, never mind.
You're doing this on purpose.
Question. Well, actually, legitimate question from Trevlon this time. How many rooms are there exactly?
Offneat said 3.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, right. Did number 1 pretty good? Let's move on.
Do they get increasingly more difficult?
We don't have the opportunity to take a breather.
Ah, goddamn.
Probably not.
Unlikely.
Cool.
All right. You step through into the next chamber, and once you get in there, you're on a huge wooden platform near the top of a huge torch-lit cavern. The spectator boxes are scattered around the walls, and in front of you is the beginning of a steep, twisting wooden chute, the end of which is cloaked in shadows far below you. It's open-topped, and the sides are pretty steep. It's like a curved bobsled chute, basically. Next to you, there is a sled leaning against the wall, near a pile of large hooks and rope. And you hear Offneat saying, "You like to go fast? Good! Get to the bottom and you win! Go!"
No. Trevlon sort of grabs Momo by the shoulder and looks at Offneat and says, "Is there a time limit?"
I mean, you might want to go pretty fast. We get antsy if you just stand around and stare at the sled.
Will the sled fit all of us?
The sled is 10 feet by 10 feet with a steering handle in the front, shoots 15 feet wide so it can be steered slightly left and slightly right. Because most of you are small and can scooch together, yes, you can all fit in the sled.
Yay.
Who's driving?
Who's got the
Momo
best
slowly
dexterity?
raises his hand.
I don't know. Malifin is
slowly lowers the hand.
Wait, what was that? I didn't hear what you said.
I said Malifin probably has the best reflexes out of us all.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest.
All right.
Meanwhile, ropes and hooks.
Ropes
I
and
want to get in on that.
Let's do this. Grappling hook, hell yeah.
All right.
Grappling hook?
Grappling hooks.
Grappling. Yeah. The ropes and hooks look like they were used to assemble the sled.
Can we take them?
They're You try, they appear to have been nailed down. And the kobolds laugh as you try. Yeah,
Alright,
those are for emergencies.
On what? What's an emergency in a Trapfest?
Opnix points down to the giant chasm below you. Try to stay in the chute.
Oh, cool. And Trevlon tips his hat to Orkmeat, and then the audience, and then gets, I suppose, stands on the sled and gets ready to push the sled, I should say.
Yeah.
All right.
First, but before that, what can we actually see down this?
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Okay.
Thing.
You look down the chute. It looks to be made of polished and lacquered wood, so it's a very slippery finish, U-shape, and you can see right up until it curves off to the right, which is about 200 feet down.
Does anybody have a spell that can make some brightness? I figure Momo can't do the...
It's a well-lit cavern already, is the thing.
Okay. Well, I don't... You know what? Let's not keep the crowd waiting.
Okay.
Any objections?
Sooner we can take care of this, the better.
All right.
Cool. You all pile into the cart as you step in. Malifane, since you've got the highest passive perception, you see there is a shield embedded in the floor of the sled, emblazoned with the design of a kobold. And there is a small lock inset into the floor that is holding it down.
I'm sorry, there's a shield on the...
Yeah, there is a shield on the floor of the sled that is being held down by a lock of some kind.
Did anyone see a key by any chance?
Nope.
Are there like seats or whatever in the sled, or is it's just a trough, basically?
It's basically a trough.
I guess, is there anything like the engraving on the shield? Is there any way to get purchase with it? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble articulating what I'm trying to say.
Oh boy, it's a chase segment.
So it's an engraving in the shield, right? It's not like a raised or...
It is an
thing?
engraving in the shield, yes.
Okay,
Perhaps something needs to be...
Is there...
Oh, it's more like... Sorry. It's painted with the design of a kobold.
Oh, okay, alright. Is there any way to get my little claws under the edge of the shield?
Strength check, or if you find a key...
You know what? I'm fiddling with it. I'm just gonna roll a strength check for funsies.
Cool.
That was a save, like an idiot, but it's still the same modifier, so
Alright.
whatever.
You try and pry open the lock, no dice. Alright, and then you hear Opneats yelling, "On your marks! Get set! Go!" And the sled starts, going down after some kobolds push you so that you aren't just sitting in the sled doing nothing.
Oh fuck, this is a chase map, isn't it, Alex?
I just said that, yeah.
I am so fucking deaf. Cool.
Alright. So...
And in a few minutes, we'll all be fucking deaf.
Nice.
So the sled... So the sled... starts, sailing down. It looks like a pretty long, straight path. You go down at a rate of about 60 feet per round. And, can lean to the left or the right, with a bonus action, and I believe... Yeah, no skill check, just a bonus action to lean over that way. Because this is going so fast, there's no real initiative, but you get one action per section.
Okay.
Okay. Anything anyone wants to do?
I want to roll perception and see what we can spot on our way down.
Take my advantage.
I will also
yeah.
help.
Oh,
I'd also like to roll perception to find out what this music is, because this is bopping.
Alright.
It's a bop.
This music is Tiki Turbo from Crash Tag Team Racing.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
You know what? Momo, you give him advantage and I'll make a separate roll.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Trevlon, you look down the chute.
Oops.
Like immediately ahead of you, there is an intersection where another chute merges with yours, like from another direction. So you can't sail up that intersection, it's just going to merge into you.
Trevlon, firstly, Trevlon says, we might have company in a minute.
And Melifane, you also see this, and you see that farther ahead, there is some kind of small leather pouch and a wooden pole within easy reach in the chute. Not immediately, but I will let you know when those happen.
Much appreciated.
Cool.
Malifane readies himself then.
All right. So, you continue to sail down the chute, and then as you slide down, you pass the intersection where that chute merges with yours, and as the side chute flashes by, you get a glimpse of several large, clear, quivering cubes, and then you hear a loud, wet slap as something is dumped onto the chute behind you. Alright, so...
Can I turn around to look?
You turn around and look. There is some kind of slimy cube that is sliding down the chute faster than your sled goes, and it is sailing after you immediately.
We need to lean forward so we go faster.
Also, there's a little wooden disc on top that looks to be some kind of saddle. It's made of 3 concentric circles, each of which has a small hole drilled in it.
Malifane leans the cart towards the left.
Okay. And... let me just actually merge these two so I don't have to separately drag them.
That sounds good.
Cool. Alright, Momo, make an athletics check.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, that was with advantage.
Alright. 13. You lean with all your might, and you're pressing as hard as you can, but you alone are not quite enough to make the cart go faster.
Okay, does since we've moved tracks now, does the gelatinous mass seem to be following suit? Or is it like
yes,
just
it
so
is
big
going
that...
after you.
Alright. So sorry, I mean like, yeah, never mind. Mm-hmm. In that case, yep. Would I be able to cast Entangle right behind us to try and stibbity stop that little bastard?
Sure, go for it.
To do that?
Entangle.
Yeah, that does not require a material component.
Woo.
Okay.
No.
Strength saving throw. Yeah, it made the saving throw, so it's not restrained, but that is difficult terrain, so it will slow the thing down.
Yay! Alright, that's something, but I'm out of spells.
Cool. Alright. To represent that, cube's back here. Alright.
I'd like to lean forward with Momo, but actually, I'd like to prepare myself to grab the pole and leather satchel as we go by.
Cool. Alright. As you push it away, Thavagath, you can kind of look into the cube. There appears to be a glowing vial buried inside it, directly below that sliding disc thing, the concentric circles. Anyway, as you continue to slide, you get to the next section of the chute. Hanging within easy reach are the pouch and the pole.
Get ready to grab it.
You got it.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Does Carillion still have bardic inspiration?
No.
I think it only lasts a minute. So.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Nice.
All right. Who's grabbing what?
I'll try to grab the pouch. Sorry.
Cool.
I'll grab the pole.
Momo grabs the pouch and Carillion the pole. They're within easy reach, no check needed. Momo, you open the pouch, and it looks like there's a bunch of materials that you can assemble into a key, with a dexterity or investigation check.
Ooh.
Oh!
All right.
Try investigation!
Cool. All right. You work steadily and eventually assemble what you think is a key, and it resembles a 3-pronged wooden fork, which you look at, and then you look at the shield. That ain't gonna fit. But Corellian, you look at the pole. It looks to have a star-shaped ending to fit into something. And when you grab the pole, star-shaped in that cross-section, you hear a series of loud, mechanical clicks. Something is happening to the walls of the chute up ahead. All right.
Can I?
That was your action this section, unless you want to move to the next one.
Wait, as in the wall of the chute up ahead in all 3 columns, or just the
all
one?
3 columns.
Okay.
So you said that there was an opening, like a hatch or a saddle on the top of the slime with 3. Did you say 3 holes in it?
Yes. It is 3 concentric discs, each of which have holes in them. They don't line up quite yet.
Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind.
Cool.
I don't have anything to do unless you guys want.
All right.
What would I
Melvin
need
is
to
focusing
roll to
on
find
the
out?
tracks. No, you're good.
What would I need to roll to find out if what kind of material this slime is made out of?
Make a nature check.
Okay. Where are
Got
you?
it.
Yeah.
That's probably acid, my boy.
I figured. Excellent. Don't touch it.
All right. So the cube.
How big is the pronged fork that was constructed just now?
It looks. I'm going to go ahead and say that it's too big to fit in the lock that is over the shield in your cart / your sled. But if you line up the circles on the gelatinous cube, it might fit in there.
Ooh.
Anyway, the sled and the chute curves off to the right, and as it goes over there, a wooden mallet swings out from the chute's wall at the sled. I'm going to need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
You got it.
You got it.
Sweaty.
Dexterity throw.
You get a +4.
Doesn't help
All right.
me.
Donk! The mallet knocks the sled back towards the center and leans it over. Unfortunately, Momo, even with the +4, that's not enough, and the impact knocks you off the back of the sled.
Oh my god!
And he grows in size for half a moment.
Fuck you. Anyway.
Hold on to the back!
You are sliding down alongside the gelatinous cube and next to the sled.
Momo is screaming like a tiny baby.
I'm gonna reach out with the pole and sort of get the end towards Momo so you can grab it.
Cool. That's an action. No check needed. You pull Momo back in.
Thank you. I owe you my life.
Oh god. That was frightening. Alex, you mentioned that the walls were doing something up ahead?
Yeah, that was the walls making mallets hit you. That was what that was happening.
I got it. I see what's happening.
Yay.
Okay.
We should try to get that key onto that cube.
How can we arrange it to make it fit?
If you jump on that, that'll be an action on your next turn to make them fit. It's a very easy line up 3 dots puzzle.
Okay. So we have to jump onto the thing and then put it in.
Is anyone willing to jump onto a block of acid?
Yeah, fuck it.
What?
Alright, and there goes Corellian!
Captain, what are you doing?
Trevlon yells, "Don't get killed!" and gives
Make an athletics check, Corellian.
Plus D8, remember.
Plus a D8. I'm gonna roll a
Alright.
D8.
You leap off the back of the sled and grip onto the edge of the, makeshift saddle, clambering on top of the sliding cube as it sails down the chute after your sled.
Awesome.
Great. And then the cube is going to try and attack. All right. So, Momo, make another dexterity saving throw.
Oh, why?
All right. That is enough to avoid getting engulfed by the cube as it tries to reach into the sled and engulf you.
Nasty.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
All right. Cool. All right. Slowly but surely, the chute goes back straight. And from here, you can try and look down towards where the chute ends. Who wants to make a perception check?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I would say I want to help Mal with this.
Cool.
You want to help me with this?
Yeah.
Yeah, advancing.
Awesome.
Take it, buddy.
Doing it.
All right. You peer down at the end of the chute, and you can see that it ends at a ramp that launches you clear over the chasm towards platforms on the other side.
Going up, boys.
Corellian, you might want to hurry.
You're still You're still a little ways away. This is section 5 of 10, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Cool. Corellian, you quickly line up the 3 dots pretty instinctively because you're a kobold. You know how these traps work. And you stick the pole inside. Click. A little section in the saddle opens up, revealing the glowing vial within easy reach inside the cube, which you can reach for next turn. Yay!
Okay.
Cool. Anyone else want to do anything?
Can Trevlon yell cutting words? Well, not cutting words, vicious mockery to slow this thing down?
It'll attract it to you. If you want to shove it away, though, that's an athletics check.
It'll also slow down Corellian in as well.
Remember, we got time, but I also don't want any of us getting eaten in the meantime. We can have this one moment where we just have a little breathing room. So strength check, you say, to try and get this thing away.
Athletics, yes.
Athletics. I'm not even sure I want to make that check because I think I'd fail. Would failing would result in misery for Trev?
Absolutely.
Let's not do that then. I'm not risking it.
What would we... Okay.
You need to be able to poke it with something, for example, a pole.
Can I cast thaumaturgy again? Because I can. No wait, they're harmless tremors. Never mind.
You can make it all jiggly. A jiggle, 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 jiggle.
You know, instead of
I want to do that.
You know, instead of slowing it down, we could always speed up.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Nice beatbox. Let's do what Momo suggested.
We need to lean forward.
Yep.
Okay. Athletics check.
Great idea, Mal. Great idea, Mal. Wherever did you come up with these things?
Again, great beatboxing.
I know you're playing.
Okay.
With shut face.
Gonna need athletics checks, guys.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, right, yeah, me.
You exist. My not good thing. Oh, alright.
Alright. Momo's trying his best. But, that's Arcana.
Oh, that's Arcana. That's Arcana. That's not much better.
Cool. Alright.
Light as
Momo and Mal are trying their best. But Thamigath, with his might, just like, boom! Sends the cart way forward. I thought I grouped you! Come on!
And we trail behind it.
You go so well forward that you just send the cart flying ahead. Well, fuck.
I headcanon that Mal and Momo start screaming in sync because they think that they did that.
1, 2, 3.
Close enough.
Yay.
Alright. So, Cube is slowly sliding forward. Meanwhile, in this next section, there is a flaming javelin hanging in easy reach on the left side of the chute.
Hooray.
Would reaching in and grabbing the vial be a full action, or would that be more like a bonus action?
I would say that would be a full action, but you can use athletics as part of your move action to try and get back into the cart.
Okay.
Okay, cool. First, make a sleight of hand check.
Just a little bit of I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay! You quickly dip your hand inside and pull out the vial and pull it out before acid starts burning your hand. You grab the vial, and it is labeled Oil of Slipperiness.
I was just thinking.
Cool.
And it would be athletics to...
Athletics to jump over there.
Nice.
Yeah. You just leap back into the cart, oil in hand. Boop. Just in time to see a flaming javelin rapidly approaching, ready to grab by whoever.
Somebody grab that and cube it.
On it.
I'll grab it. Oh, okay.
Cool. Babagath, you reach over and grab the javelin. As you do, you, feel some wires snap, and then whoomp, wooden fins rise up from the floor, launching the sled into the air. I'm going to need everyone to make an acrobatics check.
Oh boy.
You got it.
Okay. And Babagath?
Oh, yeah, I did. It's,
Yeah, the 14.
Javelin, yeah.
Oh god. Right, sorry. I did have
Of course I fall out again.
Boom.
Acrobatics, here we go. Yeah. Woo!
Cool. Woo. All right. The fins launching the sled into the air takes Momo and Corellian by surprise, knocking them off the back of the sled. The both of you take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Ah, fuck.
Thavaga reaches out an arm to try and grab Momo.
You already reached for the javelin. Someone else has to.
Oh yeah, that's my action. Shit.
I'll go for Momo.
Use your tiny man arms.
Will.
I'm kind of in charge of the wheel, so...
Can I try and grab Corellian?
Why not?
Yay!
As this is happening, Trevlon would like to cast Mass Healing Word at level 3 just to make sure everybody's nice and happy.
Nice and healed. Cool. That's 5 hit points for everybody as Chevlon shouts out, and you can kind of hear it over the whoosh of air as you slide down. All right. So, the next section of the chute curves off to the left, and as you curve, you can see several very large spider webs hanging across this bend in the chute.
Oh no.
Burn him.
Destroy.
You know what to do, Thav.
All right, Thav, make a strength check.
Yay.
Great.
Ah, my savior.
All right. With Thav's mighty muscles, he hurls the flaming javelin into the webs. Boom, and they shoot up in sheets of flame as you duck down and slide right through.
Nice throw.
Amazing.
All right, anything else you guys want to try?
I mean, I have the oil, but if we put it on... Okay, so if I put it on our sled, would it speed up the gelatinous cube behind us as well?
No.
Excellent! I'm gonna fucking apply oil to sled.
All right.
Apply oil.
You throw the oil onto the sled, making it even slipperier, and with a sudden burst of speed, you shoot ahead of the gelatinous cube. Woo. Cool. All right. The curve stops, and you see straight down about 120 feet. The chute ends with a ramp over a chasm. The far side is a sheer cavern wall about 20 feet away. 20 feet up on the wall, there is a wide platform, on which sits a large chest. 20 feet down, there is a lower platform, and below that, thick webs stretch out across the void.
Oh, of course they do.
So, there are a couple of options once you get down there as to how you want to jump. You can try... No.
Not yet.
Not yet. So, the current rate of speed you guys are going will create enough speed to clear the chasm and crash into the wall straight ahead so that you fall to the lower platform. You could try to go faster and reach the higher ledge, but you'd need an extra burst of speed. You could brake and leave a semi-controlled fall to not crash into the cavern wall. Or you could somehow try and stop the sled before the jump. Those are your options once it happens.
I think we should go for the second option.
Okay. Cool.
Is that the
That would be
chest?
speeding up.
That would be speeding up.
I mean, that's just my choice. What do you guys think?
We're already going bloody fast. Why not roll with it?
I'm fully on board.
Roll.
All right.
Full speed ahead, boys.
Cool. You continue to slide forward. The gelatinous cube slowly but surely getting closer. All right. You're now in section 9 of 10. Anything you want to do before you try the jump?
Pray to my god.
Lean forward.
Cool.
Brace, I guess.
Be as aerodynamic as possible.
Yeah.
Frickin' lean forward and try your best. Great.
Shuffle Thav to the back. Shuffle Thav to the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle to the back. But...
Don't shuffle while we're in the middle of the
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Why the fuck? I was gonna say I'm actually going to rage to at least somewhat. What's the word I'm looking for? Minimize the damage we may take from this, or I may take from this.
Okay. All right. So, you continue sliding down as the gelatinous cube gets alongside the cart, and then... No, sorry, no. That doesn't give you a chance to actually accelerate. The ramp is just ahead. I'm going to need some athletics checks.
Oh,
Let's do it.
fuck me. Okay.
Here we go. Let's get good numbers, buddies. That's
Okay.
a good one.
Chevlon fails to provide anything. Cool. All right, stop right there. I'm going to not count the last athletics check because you got enough with the 25 and the 26 to speed up, leaning forward with your strongest members of the party over and speeding up towards the ramp, and then you whoosh, leap into the air. Malifane, I'm going to need a dexterity check to guide the sled safely onto that higher platform.
You
Just
got
a
this,
dexterity
buddy.
check?
Just dexterity. Yeah.
Yes!
For an instant, the world seems to go quiet as the kobold spectators gasp. As you sail through the air, careening on an out-of-control sled. And then with a sudden jerk of the steering column, Malifane pulls it back and lands perfectly on the higher platform up above with the chest.
Hell yeah.
Would I be able to roll performance and raise Mal's hand in the air and basically make the crowd go, look at this
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
fucking guy. Gonna get advantage?
I
Please?
feel what's going on, but sure, I guess.
Yeah.
You raise Mal's arm in the air after that fantastic jump across the chasm, and the crowd goes wild. Like, no one has ever made that jump before, you get the sense. And they are absolutely thrilled. The kobolds applaud, and then they chatter amongst themselves and head off into the next chamber, leaving you on the platform with the chest.
So, what's our winnings then, gents?
Let's take a look and find out.
Cool. You open the chest. Inside, there is a strange ratchet-like device.
Ratchet-like device?
That is correct. And also in there, after you stare and wonder at what the hell this thing is, are several potions that look like potions of healing.
Oh, are we going to need those? Fantastic!
Potions of what?
Healing.
Ooh, yummy.
Wait, can I roll Arcana on them just to make sure?
Yeah.
Oh, that's,
Excellent.
yeah, good point.
Would I have... I tinker. Would I have any idea?
No, I offer
ratchet?
assistance.
Okay.
Take advantage on that. I'm sorry.
Take advantage, Jojo, so roll again. Yeah, you're pretty sure these are just potions of healing.
Smell good to me.
Do you detect the magic by smell?
I have to waft it.
You have to get that Gordon Ramsay waft, TM.
Fucking bland.
God, I love the word waft.
Would I have any idea what the ratchet device is?
Tinker's Tools, intelligence check.
Fuck if I know.
You look at it and you're like, and you toss it over the side into the chasm below.
No. Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
You sure we didn't need that, mate?
I feel like I wasn't thinking.
Thavagath puts his fingers on his chin, says, bold tactic. Let's see where it goes from here.
That's a bold
What do the
move,
spiders think of it?
The spiders look up and give you some thumbs up as you just toss it into the webs.
You've made some people very happy, Corellian.
Alright. And with that, 2 of the 3 traps of Trapfest have been dealt with, but there is still the 3rd. How will our hero survive it? Find out next week on Dungeons and Douchebags Fallen Empires. Bye-bye!
Bye, guys.